Oh, yeah. We are so large. Whatever. Yeah, I got it. That's kind of cute.
I think I agree with you.
I'm good. I suppose it's gonna be in.
Because we sell them, they're told hundreds of times. So I think all we can do is try to protect ourselves as much as we can. In my opinion. And then try to encourage them to comply.
Also, the big issue. I want to.
Make sure they do that.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence and observance of all military past and present.
We can hear you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic which is one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please. Jim?
Here. One ready.
Eric?
Here.
Christine? Here.
Stacy, here. Rachel.
Here. Staff present this evening, I have Tammy Batterby. Shannon, did I see her come in? No. I have Greg as Sergeant at Arms this evening. Chief Brosnan is with us, as well as Marty Cosino. Okay. We'll move on to the approval of the minutes. I'll make a motion to approve the Board of Trustees special meeting minutes for November 26th, 2024. Thank you. Discussion, Stacy?
Yes, there's one correction that Kat pointed out. This motion on the second page is 5-0. I will correct that.
What was it, 5-1?
No, it was,
5-0.
I corrected it today when he came in, but corrected wrong.
Oh, okay, that's why.
There's two different votes on the same thing.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the corrected copy here.
No, it's gonna be corrected again.
I'll amend my motion to support the amendment. I'll amend mine for the support. Yes, thank you. All in favor for the approval of the November 26th, 2024 meeting minutes with the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All in favor, say nay. Motion passed.
I have a question.
Six,
Am I
zero.
allowed to vote on that because I wasn't at that meeting?
Yes, you can vote. It's up to you. You can abstain, but yes.
Okay, yes.
Additions to the agenda?
To add keys for the trustees to that?
We can put that under new business.
H.
Make a motion to amend the agenda to add keys to H.
Second.
All in favor of the amendment to addition to the agenda, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 6-0. Okay, we will move on to public comments, please. Agenda items only for 3 minutes.
Agenda items only. I would like to mention that, some of the. Okay. This is a little vague as far as who you may be appointing to any of these positions listed out here as far as the board, planning commission, zoning board, or board of review. Where, I don't know if any of these were put out to let anybody know that all of those positions were open. I would also like to ask that, the board take under consideration other people than just John for the trustee position. And my reasoning for that is we hear from the residents often, and even ourselves, that we need to replace the whole board. We need new perspective. John sat on the board for a long, long time. It's not, nothing that you know. That somebody, John sat here for a long time. And I think it's just right that somebody else has a chance. I think Johnny Lemon would be a great addition. He comes also with a lot of expertise and knowledge out in the world. Business knowledge, things like that. That's just my recommendation.
Thank you, Julie.
Have on here the Thetford Board rules and regulations. I think you need to get your attorney to maybe figure out what you should do with the Facebook policy. This Facebook is nothing but trying to ruin this township, and a lot of it's between employees and board members. Attacking residents and other board members. So I'm sure he could probably find a policy for you to add to your regulations and rules.
Thank you, Gary. Is there any other public comments? Okay. We don't have any presentations or correspondence this evening, so we'll move on to supervisor's report. I'll start first with an update. I don't have as much. They ended up canceling our meeting yesterday on the Francis Road Bridge over Butternut Creek has been closed down. That was nothing that me nor Dan from Genesee was aware of. It just happened. And then we were informed, so we weren't aware that it needed repairs or replacing. So the road commission is working to try to get a grant to help pay for that. That is not nothing that's promised, but it looks like it is going to be a lengthy project, so I don't see that opening anytime soon in the future. They did reschedule our meeting for next Monday, so hopefully in February I get a little more details to share with the board and the public regarding the closing of that bridge. Also, January 28th, just to make everyone aware that I'm going to hold a budget workshop. So if you're interested in getting involved with the budget, voicing your opinion on where financials are spent and how they're spent, I would encourage all of you to attend that. I'll have my draft version out next week. You can pick a copy up in the office if you'd like to. And then I would love for you guys to join us and have some coffee with us that evening.
Inquiry, please.
Order, I'm doing report. Okay, we're gonna move on to recognition of Mary Johnson. Hi, Miss Mary, she snuck in. So Mary Johnson is if anyone, Mary, will you please come up?
Oh, sure.
And Chief Bronson, you can join her as well, please.
Sure. Yeah.
So if anyone is unaware, Miss Mary Johnson has served over 30 years as your clerical secretary at the Clio Fire Area Authority, and she has done an outstanding job. She is now retiring, so if we could all give her a thankful Thetford welcome and congratulations.
It's been a good 30 years.
Yeah.
I worked for completion. Wow. I will. Thank you.
What are you gonna do with all your time, Mary?
I'm looking for a job. She died.
That's on behalf of her, and it's 150 for all your support.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's so nice. Yes. Thank you, everybody. That's very nice. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Miss Mary. I'll steal that.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Okay, two other things that crept in though, I do want to, these came from the Michigan Townships Association. They were actually sent over to us from Forest Township, so I think they mailed them to the incorrect location, but I do want to, Nicole Moore, Michigan MTA sent a certificate on your behalf as well as Gary Stevens. So if you guys could come up and everybody give them a warm round of applause. This is from the MTA and it's a certificate of appreciation for their work as a record employee. Okay, now we'll move on to submission of an insurance claim. So this is to let the board know. I have submitted a tentative insurance claim. We had an incident with our truck last Friday morning and backed up and hit one of the main posts that holds the corner up on the overhang of the senior center building. So please, if you're in that area, we did get a contractor to come out in that emergency situation. I was scared there was a lot of weight on that corner to brace it back up. So waiting on an estimate. I did send pictures over to the insurance company, but depending on the estimate, I'll bring it to the board to decipher if we want to move forward with a claim on that for property damage, or if we just want to pay that without making the claim. On top of that, about 10 minutes after that incident happened, the truck wouldn't go over 4 miles an hour. So there's a lot of service that needs to be done on that. I will add this to the bills, but currently it's at Cook's Performance. And we're looking at around $33,055.79 to get it fixed.
Yeah, for diesel.
Diesel.
So I got a question for you then.
We can do that when we get to bills. I just wanted to inform you guys that that might be a possible insurance claim. And then also I will put a copy of the employee policies and handbook in all of the board members' boxes by the end of this week. I'd like you guys to review that for discussion at the next board meeting.
This is the updated one, right?
This is rules and regulations for the board.
No, the handbook is the updated one.
Yeah, that'll be the one you guys will be looking at. Yep. Okay, treasurer's report. First of all, we got, in the independent bank for taxes, we have $23.40. We have in the PNC CD, $67,993.49. In our general fund, we have $2,550,722.49 in the general. And the senior grant, there's $165,214.90. The police fund, it has $28,972.87. In the sewer fund, we have $1,349,000.
$398.55. And in the water, we have $8,378.23, and in the cemetery trust fund, we have $191,562.30. We have a sewer CD for $112,352.93. And in our tax account at the moment, we have $2,034,695.93. And if you look at the bills for approval, we dispersed out, so far, we dispersed out $683,509.26. And we will be doing another disbursement at probably the end of this week or the first of next week to disperse out the $2 million that's in there.
Has any idea when that CD expires?
No, I think it's October. Don't tell me you're on here. I can check into it though. I think that's it.
Stacy, clerk's report.
All right, I got my full QVR certification today, which puts us into that computer. I am putting all the burials into the cemetery computer. We've had 2 burials in the last couple weeks with equipment problems from previous tree pulling on the digger that will be coming up. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to bills for approval. We'll start with the budget amendments and adjustments. I'll make a motion to accept the amendments and adjustments for the 24-25 budget. Who's supporting that? Okay, thank you. Can we move for discussion, Eric?
Distracted.
Okay, the budget amendments and adjustments. Okay.
No.
Tim? Any questions?
No.
Pat?
No questions.
Thank you. Okay, let's do a roll call on that. We're spending money, please,
Jim?
Not for the truck.
or moving money. Apologies.
The budget amendments.
Amendments and adjustments.
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Stacy? Yes. Rachel?
Yes. Motion passed 6-0. Okay, we're gonna move on to approval of the bill. I will make a motion to approve the bill for January 2025 to include Louis Towing for $80 and Cook's Performance Diesel for $3,055.79. Thank you, and we'll go for discussion. Tim,
I don't have any.
did you have some questions? Did you want to look at this estimate on Cook's real quick and see?
No, I only had a question on who was, if you're hiring for maintenance, if you hired anybody.
Oh,
for
we're
maintenance.
not there yet. I can bring that up at the end and follow up with you. Pat, any questions on the bill?
Yeah, is the truck still under warranty?
Not to my knowledge. Yeah, I believe it was purchased.
Okay, I was wondering because if it was under warranty, they could have covered all the
That would have been
services.
nice.
Do we have service?
It has been, from my understanding, I think it's been to Alcera maybe for a couple things. During my term as supervisor, I think we took it to Genesee once. We had to have an axle done on it, but I had to look on an axle and a couple tires, but I don't think that it's had a lot of maintenance.
Is there any way we could set up like routine maintenance to be done to it, so we don't have a $33,000 bill for services that should, oh, $3,300 bill, sorry. So we don't have $3,300 bill for.
Can we go ahead?
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with
Because if we
that.
don't take care of it, then we're gonna be paying $90,000 for a new one.
And from my understanding, and maybe Gary or Nicole could correct me if I'm wrong, I do think Thomas takes it in for updated oil changes and such. It doesn't get a lot of miles, right? We only use it for plowing and around the cemetery. But, I think that was more of sensory issues going on. It wasn't reading right. It sounds like with the computer.
Okay, that's all I have.
Questions on Bill?
We're also gonna have the four-wheel drive looked at on that truck.
We did.
Okay.
I told him about it and he's got it working because Thomas said the light was always on and someone told him that it should always be on, it shouldn't always be on.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, because that was not working.
Right.
Okay.
Any questions, Chris, on the bill? No. Okay, go ahead and move forward with the roll call, please.
Eric,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Jim. Matt,
Yes.
Stacy. Yes. Rachel.
Yes. Motion passed 6-0. Okay, we will move on to, I believe the senior center is here this evening. And see Shannon come in. Chris, can you update us with what happened at the last fire authority meeting, please?
Yeah. Okay, so we had a meeting on December 10th. And I was gonna congratulate Mary on your retirement. Congratulations again. They also hired Joanne Burnett. She was proficient in QuickBooks, so I believe that's why she was hired. I would also like to congratulate the firefighter of the year, Jeff Bloss, and officer of the year was Leanne Pennington. So congratulations to them. They were busy, the firefighters were busy the whole month of December with the camp, getting ready for the candle walk, Salvation Army, ringing of the bell at Walmart. The old newsboys were out. They had pancake breakfast on December 14th. They also went shopping, it was shopping with heroes at the Meyer. That was also done on December 10th. They went out on 36 runs. There was 18 in Vienna Township, 15 in Thetford Township. 2 were out of the area and 1 was the city of Clio for a total of 36 runs. And I believe our next meeting is January 14th at 4:30.
Thank you, Chris. Janice, I'm not sure if you've got anything to share with us. Perfect. Come on up, please, for library and park and rec.
Park and Rec, we had meeting in October, November. The last one was November. And then we're gonna postpone meetings until March. We had zombie walk, the trophy was given back to a friend who won it. There's only one space on it left for next year, so then we're gonna have to decide what to do after that. We also just got giving money to the candle walk, and that was decided not to. We're gonna do the fireworks, contribute to the fireworks instead. Park survey, did I give you a copy of the word cloud that they did? From the primary word survey.
I don't recall seeing that.
I'll make it. It's a word called the most popular words that were done in the survey from the county.
Okay.
And you will make one here, so one of the biggest ones were the ones that were mentioned most often, and the biggest ones was trail, and drugs is pretty big too, unfortunately. And Ruben Garcia resigned from the committee. We're gonna need to replace him. But I think that Josh Westfall had an idea of someone who lived out here who would be good. And we've had 3 library meetings since Ludax met here. We had one in October. And the parking lot's been done, the painting isn't finished yet, and we have another one tomorrow night. The painting of the stripes in the middle isn't done, but the parking lot's done. And then November. They don't have a signal to their fire alarm, and no one's in contact, so they've been dealing with that.
What is that?
The contact person for the fire alarm.
Chief Bronson might be able to direct them on that one.
Well, they had Mike in because he was on the board, but he's not anymore. I guess he hasn't been for a long time, so that the guardian alarm can't call them when the alarm goes. So, and they're gonna call them and change it, but they couldn't change it.
Somebody breaks in the alarm on the building.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Well, no, it wouldn't, for any reason, they wouldn't get a call. And then they found out that they can't use a landline, so that was last meeting. So they're gonna have to get a cell phone to attach to the alarm system. It's kind of a mess because it's old and new, old technology and new technology, and they can't get them to go together. And the parking lot looks really nice though. And they're missing a light over the door. And I think that was it.
Thank you for your details. Appreciate you, Janice. Mr. Lawrence, would you care to update us on the planning commission?
Okay, we didn't have a meeting in December, but, the meeting for January 9th would be our next scheduled meeting. I canceled that because of business conflicts and because we have appointments tonight for you guys to handle. Because, 3 of the 5 members of the planning commission are end of term. So we don't even have a quorum if we did have a meeting. If you appoint people tonight, I did want to try to have a meeting and bring everybody up to speed with what we're doing within 2 days. Because of the things we have coming up. Right now, the cell tower is going to the ZBA for a variance on the ordinance for setbacks. Because they submitted the plan with a tower engineering study, but it violated the ordinance, so the ZBA is gonna have to give them a variance. If they give them a variance, then we can proceed with the cell tower site plan review. The other thing coming up at our meeting, and I'm gonna try to schedule for January 23rd for planning. We had tabled Graham's site plan to our next meeting, so that would be coming up on the 23rd also. And so we could handle the tower site plan and Graham's on the same meeting. In regards to EDF solar, everybody knows solar's banging on the door. Their rep had requested a meeting with me in December. That he came back and canceled it till after the first of the year. I haven't heard nothing more. They do have a Facebook page out called Otisville Solar. They're doing a lot of PR work on it, telling you the benefits and how much money, and they actually help sponsor a dinner at the Forest Township Senior Center to make all those people happy. And my research so far, it's 125 megawatt solar farm is what they're proposing. And in looking at other sites where EDF has built, 125 megawatts, the one over in Hart, Michigan on the west side took up 800 acres ground. So it's huge. The Otisville one, the hot rumor is it's going to straddle Vassar Road Township border. We're going to have some for it, it's going to have some. But till we get paperwork, it's all a guesswork. But 125 megawatts, 800 acres is what EDF builds. So someplace we're gonna have an 800 acre solar farm, I'm willing to bet. Master plan update, Caitlin is back from her 90-day leave. I just confirmed with her today. We're gonna have the subcommittee, we'll be meeting in February to review and do some more work with the drafts to follow up. Then after the subcommittee meets, we will have a meeting to look over the rough draft for the subcommittee, board of trustees, and the planning commission. Will all three will have to sit down at one time and just review the draft of the master plan, the rough draft, to make sure that we're all on board with it. Then after that, the procedure is there's a 63-day public comment period that the people can come in, look at a copy of it, make comments of it. There won't be meetings that just be on the desk. They can come in, look at it, make a comment, leave a written comment on what they like, what they see. It also has to go to the neighboring municipalities for them to comment on it, and the county. Then when it all comes back at the end of the comment period, then we put out what will be like the final print. Then it comes to planning, and then it comes to you guys for approval, and then we got a new one. We're looking maybe at June before this is all done on a timeline. So it's gonna be a busy spring with that. And one other topic, we have a meeting on the 22nd of January with MDOT regarding the study that we were doing with the traffic flashing lights for Bray Road, for Lewis Road, and any other place along the highway. And I'm tempted to bring up Saginaw Road after the last couple, Dordt Highway after the last couple of accidents in Dordt and Francis, to maybe add that to the plan too. There's some grant money coming around that we might be able to tap into for traffic safety. The county planning commission has got an agency that's doing a traffic study. There's a survey out online that you can take and identify what you feel is the hot spot in your township, say, you know, and put a flag on it. So if anybody gets a hold of that survey, flag it, and I'll see if I can get it posted on the Thetford Facebook page. I just seen it over the weekend, and we can use all the help we can get, because we tried to get MDOT to act on it when they repaved Vienna Rd, and no, they didn't want any part of it. So, you know, we make enough noise, maybe, you know, we just get these little red flashing lights on a stop sign that may save somebody. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Okay, no old business, so we'll move on to new business for appointments. I'm just gonna make the motion, it's no secret, to appoint John Condon to the Thetford Township Board of Trustees to fill the vacancy until the next general election. Okay, we'll move to discussion. Chris Taylor. I think we should, my personal opinion, I like the fact that John would come back to the board. I know he's been on here a long time, but he knows a lot about the township. I guess that's basically it. Okay. Tim.
Yes. John shouldn't be back on this board. He's been there for years, number one. And the thing is, Republicans voted John out all the way down that list. And you got other people wanting that position. But it's not with you guys, it's 4-3, 4-3, or 5-2 now. But anyway, that's what it is. And he shouldn't be back up there. You should have that, because all the people want, other people want this position. It should be, not just because John's with you guys, John shouldn't be back there. He was voted out and they went straight Republican, not Democrat.
Eric.
When I was first elected to this board, I really thought that politicians should be in and out very quickly. I think that the idea of a career politician is bad. It's not good for anybody. I said that when I was 32 years old. I'm going to be 45 this year, and my opinions on that have changed a lot. And it is my opinion that oftentimes you need a mixture of people, both new and old. to create a balance. I think that there are a lot of things here historically that need to be brought into the fact that need to be taken into consideration. I think that it's good to have someone with experience like John on this board. We certainly have a few new members. Christine Taylor's only been here one term. They're just, I think it's a good balance to have people that have experience and, and new people.
Okay. Pat?
I believe that John should not be put back on the board. He's had his time. Eric is the most experienced on the board right now with, you got 3 terms now, I think, right?
This would be my fourth.
Right, so he's on his 4th term, so we have experience there. We have several other people that are interested in joining the board. And my personal opinion is give them a chance. Hear what they have to say. We're not saying no to John, but we want to hear what everybody else has to say, and maybe we can pick John or somebody else, but at least listen to the other people that are interested in to fill that seat. That's all I have.
Thank you. Stacy?
I got the canvas of votes from the county. And I would kind of disagree with that because had Jeremy Klein told the county he was pulling out, John would have made it.
That's you. First and foremost, I did receive a few people that were interested, and it is not that I wouldn't take these into consideration if we were in a different opinion. If somebody left midterm, things like that. My reasoning for appointing John is we are coming right out of the election. John has been reelected term after term, and I would have to say and agree with you, Tim, the Republicans did kill it, straight ticket voters. But on that note, John only lost by 90 votes, under 90 votes. I understand he still lost, but my position on this is a lot of people voted for him. And I sit up here and I try to speak on behalf of the people, and John got a lot of votes. And for me as a board member to appoint somebody into a position who didn't run for trustee, didn't fill the paperwork out, didn't campaign for a trustee, this short after the election, I think it's taking that vote away from the people. And so I'm going to stand with my motion that I think the people spoke, and I think they gave John those votes. And I think I would agree with Stacy that had Jeremy Klein been off that ballot, I have confidence to say John would have pulled through as our 4th trustee. So with that being said, let's move forward with a roll call, please.
Eric?
Yeah.
Him.
No.
Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Stacy? Yes. Rachel?
Yes. Motion passed 4-2.
Here we go.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and make a motion for a 5-minute recess to swear trustee Condon in to continue with the board meeting. Thank you. All in favor of a 5-minute recess, say aye.
No.
Aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Motion passed 4-2. Nicole, you're out of order.
There you go. 5-2. You're ready.
Oh, we already know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we already know.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. It's on the west side of the door.
You've been working on it.
Pretend that they are. I've never seen such a big one. I don't think there's any over there, is there? No, I didn't even hit the door when I came in. I don't like it.
He really does. Yeah, that worked. Great day. Bringing it back. So I think they're
And then I'll tell you.
Well, anyway, that's what's that.
I got this. Just a great. Yeah.
Hey, Rachel, you gotta buy dinner. You gotta buy dinner.
Named it. Going for the left. Well, nobody. I was fine. Going, you know. See you in action. Property value, this property. What are you doing? What's the extra money? Increase. So
So this is.
This one.
That's not I got it.
Still around?
Even though she. Yeah, I know.
He puts videos out. Yeah.
You know, like, I was gone, it was gone.
You've been there less than 2 minutes. Stacy's already mad at me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did throw it away.
Oh, you married that thing, didn't you?
Oh, no, but you know. You gotta burn it out or you can.
Okay, we'll go ahead and reconvene at the meeting. I'll make a motion to. I'll make a motion to reconvene the meeting at 7:17.
Support.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 6-0, sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna make a motion to reappoint Jason McConnell to the Planning Commission. Thank you. Can I do all in favors on these, Attorney Gilner, or should I do roll call for their appointment?
You don't have to do a roll call, but my question was, can you give the term? What would be his term? When would?
3 years.
In 3 years? So
all these will be 3 years.
so long as I'm dealing with that in another community where everything got confused. And so at the outset to indicate when their term ends, I think is important.
Okay, so we are 27th. Would end January of.
Just leave it 3 years.
Go 24. Thank you. 3 years, sounds good. All in favor of the appointment to reappointment of Jason McConnell back to the Planning Commission, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. I'm gonna make a motion to reappoint Jason Tarno back to the Planning Commission.
Support.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor of the reappointment of Jason Tarno to the Planning Commission for 3 years, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Okay, for the board member on the planning, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint John Condon to the Planning Commission.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of the appointment of John Condon to the Planning Commission for the term of 4 years, because elected officials do it for their term, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, we're gonna move over to the ZBA. I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Eugene Munsell to the ZBA for a 3-year term.
Support.
Yeah. All in favor of the appointment of Eugene Munsell to the ZBA, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, I have to have a member on the planning on the ZBA, which has been Jason McConnell, so I'm gonna make a motion to reappoint Jason McConnell back to the ZBA as well. For a 3-year term. Support. You correct? All in favor of the appointment of Jason McConnell back to the ZBA, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint the board member to the ZBA, Eric Gunnels, for a 3-year term.
Support.
Thank you. All in favor of Eric Gunnels to the ZBA for a 3-year term, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Motion passed 6-1. Okay, now on to Board of Review members. I'm gonna start off with a motion to appoint, and Donna, I'm not gonna get this right. Yakubowski. I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Donna Yakubowski to the Board of Review.
Support.
Who was that? Support? Thank you, Pat. All in favor of Donna appointed to the ZBA, or sorry, Board of Review, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Oh, abstain.
All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
6-1. I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Shar Mozar to the Board of Review.
Support.
Thank you, whoever took that one, Tim. Thank you. Okay. That's okay, I'm loving this. I'm finally getting support and I haven't asked for it. Thank you. All in favor of Shar Mozar to the Board of Review, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. And then I will make a motion to reappoint Kevin Lawrence to the Board of Review. Thank you. All in favor of Kevin Lawrence to the Board of Review, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. All right, thank you guys. Okay, we're gonna move on to retention of township documents and disposal of documents. So me and Chris and Stacy have all pulled the retention, which is the document that obviously the state requires us to hold documents for a period of time. And I think Nicole can probably agree with me. Probably should have been done years and years ago, but we are overwhelmed with storage of documents. I mean, going so far back, it's just insanity. I know there's a lot of necessity documents. There are certain documents that we have to keep on permanent file. But a lot of things majority of the items don't need to be kept past 7 years. They can be disposed of. So I would like to have a shredding company come on site. Tammy was gracious enough to reach out and I did follow back up with those, Tammy. And the quote has not changed. Both companies said that their quotes are around the same. I would estimate we probably have 50 to 100 office boxes that need to be destroyed. So with that being said, I would also like to be gracious enough to offer this out to the public for our community. So if any of our residents wanted to come up on the day our shred guy is here, that our residents could also shred some of their personal documents if they wanted to at the township. With that being said, and I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but I'm going to ask the board for at least a couple thousand to be safe. If I can make a motion to spend up to $2,000. To do some disposal of documents.
Good question.
I'll send it. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
You're shredding them documents, you're not doing what the garage in there is, right?
There are probably, the treasurer has, nothing will be touched police wise. That's the concern. So my goal is to contact the actual state chief and ask him if he wants to dispose or take all those documents, because we don't have a place.
That's in there.
We'll talk about that later. This is, I mean, office boxes of old treasure stuff. We're talking, we're going back to like early 2000s. It's just unnecessary. We just don't have the space. It's got a whole quarter of the garage taken up, a whole back room, the basement taken up, and a lot of area off the clerk's department taken up. So. No, go ahead.
I just have a question when you get there. Prior to making that available to the public, I would suggest you get an estimate, find out what the capacity is. So if you have that much product, the capacity may be over the limit of your day line, and open it to the public may, incur extra cost. So I just encourage you to find that out prior to.
So our pricing in the packet, the email, we have, sorry, Jen, I know you're coming in late. So the price is 90, for a 96 gallon bin, they would charge us $30. And this is from Jeff at Extreme Shreds. So what they would do, from my understanding and emailing with him, is that we would take those boxes, he would dump them into a 96 gallon bucket. And when we fill that bucket up, we get charged $30, and we would just count as we go.
But they don't shred them right away?
They're gonna shred them, from my understanding, on site. They take all those documents, and from my understanding, they come out with their truck and they.
They'll have unlimited room
Yeah, well, so where we get the money? Where are we gonna take the money from?
So,
Minimum.
Brady, you may want to outstand 9,500, that might cover everything, including the resident.
you think at 2,500?
Yeah, because I mean, we start shredding that.
I see some garbage bags, like what size garbage bags?
So they've gave you like a few different ones, 100 garbage bags, the total estimated cost you to 400 to 800, depending on how full the bags are. It will be 10 to 20, 95 gallon totes. This might have been the email.
I can.
I guess it depends on what size garbage bags that they're doing.
So what's the two estimates? How much is that?
It depends on, this one is $30 for a 96 gallon bin.
Yeah.
They just estimated $4,800. 4,800 for 100.
I just want to make sure we're covered. So like the pass point, if we go 2,500, it sounds like you'd be covered either way.
Ask him.
If there's too much money there, that's good. If there's not enough, we're back here going, hey, we need more money.
So if we go with 2,500, we'll do the township stuff first, and whatever's additional up to 2,500, we can use for the residents, signing that we can cut it from there.
Right.
That sounds great.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna amend my motion to include $2,500,
You're saying up to 25.
up to 2,500.
Amend to.
And then who supported that? Thank you. You support the amendment? Okay, thank you. I know. Move on. Where we get the money? Okay, so let's look at our budget. Where are we at? I just did a massive amount of budget amendments out here. That's a good line item, but we do have repairs and maintenance office equipment. That would be 101-265.000-930.100. That would be on page 4 under township hall.
How much do you have in there?
8750. Okay, let's do a roll call vote on that real quick, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Stacy? Yes. Rachel?
Yes. And then, for the public, I will make sure we get it posted at least on the Facebook page and possibly the website to let you know what date we're doing it. So if you guys have any mail or anything laying around you want to we'll text options or anything. Okay. Move on to the next agenda item, there'll be a motion, to renew the Walden contract for the 25-26 year lease agreement.
Madam Chair.
And support.
Support.
Thank you.
Did, is this the same amount as previous year?
Yes, nothing's changed. Only thing that I have changed in the contract is the date. It'll be 2025.
Did we have any issues last year with Mr. Walton?
Chris, do you want to speak on that in mind? He's been leasing the property since I've been a trustee, I believe, so 8 years that I'm confident
It's been a
of.
while. I just wanted to make sure you hadn't had any issues with.
Is there any discussion, Tim, on the lease agreement with Mr. Walden? No, he's a farmer. Okay, Pat, you have any discussion on the lease agreement? Eric? John, anything else?
I do not.
Chris? And Stacy? Okay, with that being said, let's do a roll call vote on that lease agreement, please. Eric?
Yes.
John?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stacy? Yes. Rachel?
Yes. Motion passed 7-0. Township equipment repair, we ended up including in the bills, which was for the truck, and then Stacy had noted in her Court Street report that we will probably be having some repairs for the digger coming to the February board meeting.
It has a bent piston thing that goes into the,
Oh, the hydraulic.
it goes into an actual piston thing from
The hydraulic cylinder.
a previous maintenance guy pulling trees. Yes, the hydraulic cylinder
Cylinder.
underneath. We had it looked at and it's bent and it's hard to shift and stuff, so.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Actuator.
So I don't know what to yeah.
The actuator's bad.
Yes.
So we'll probably be having that taken in, just so you guys are aware to get it looked over. Mayor.
Oh, good. We gotta vote on that.
Well, if I also wanted to add to that, the machine also just, it needs some other minor repairs. And I noticed that when I looked at the machine, for Christmas there. And like specifically what I mean is, because we
Hold on one
use,
second here. I want to make a motion that we send Echo in for repair.
Okay. Do you want to put a amount on that to pay up to, or?
Figure out what's wrong with it first, and then we put it out. But I just need something to second it, so we can actually talk.
Sorry.
Second.
Oh, you got it, okay.
Okay, go ahead, Eric, sorry.
so, because the tractor is, used for salt purposes, and because we store the salt, in the same building we store the tractor, it's obvious that the salt tracks from the boots onto the steps of the tractor. What has happened, I took a careful look at it, what has happened is that the bracketry that holds up the left, would be the driver's side of the tractor. The bracketry is literally rusted away. It's rusted away so bad that, like just leaning on it as I was getting off the machine, the fender was wobbling. I know that, Thomas is a bigger guy, and if he leans on that too hard, he could break and you could have an accident. So I think it's that machine is vital to the work out there. That machine should be in top working condition, and there shouldn't be any safety risks involved with it, especially ones that could interrupt a funeral.
They can just have them, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Go ahead, John.
They just have them review
The fender, it just needs,
Fender mount, or-
yeah. And that may take a little bit of handcrafting. And, it may not be something that place does. I don't know. Could be just a new bracket. But yeah, just want to take a look at it.
Can we discuss, Stacy?
Anyone know?
Stacy, you're gonna need to,
I will.
That's gonna cost an arm and a leg.
We can do that after.
I mean, I don't think that repair should be, much over, a few $100. It should be under 500. But I think that's a very important repair that needs to make. It's a safety issue.
I would like to possibly suggest we get an estimate to see how bad it is. And then possibly replace it, because once you start getting rust and corrosion and next thing you know,
Right.
you're gonna find a lot more, it's gonna be a lot worse, and then we're gonna just get nickel and dime debt, and somebody's gonna get hurt, and we gotta pay an insurance claim, then we got all kinds of medical bills, and if it's not worth repairing, we either scrap it or sell it, and we get something newer and in better condition that because I mean, we're a township, we're not, Peepaw's farm that's gonna sit there and throw a stick load on something, keep on going. And easily, everybody wants to sue us for something. Let's not give them a reason.
Thank you. Okay, then we'll go with, all in favor of sending the, tractor backhoe out for an estimate for repairs,
Yeah.
say aye.
Yes, and just at the estimate, if we get a radical cost back on the estimate there, then I would like to look at a different way of repairing it. Because I mean,
We'll bring it back to the board for discussion. We'll just get
I
it.
just want to make note that we have a new president, he has stated, things on tariffs. If you're unaware, John Deere, most of their machinery, their parts are made in China. I'm just saying that could be very costly. It could be very expensive just to fix something minor. And it's a good point that Pat brought out, because if we get an estimate back and that number is just way too high, then I think that we need to have a different, that bracket is really not that complicated of a thing. It's a metal angle iron bracket. And to be quite honest with you, I just know someone like Keith Baxendale, who is a welder and fabricator, he can make something and he can fix it very well. So I'm just saying, if there's a problem with parts and issues and the cost is exorbitant, then we need to think of a different way to fix it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, the marijuana application renewal, Tammy, I think got it in our boxes. It is for 20-4. Tammy, normally Tammy comes up and gives us dotted the I across the T speech. Thank you. What do you think, Tammy? Do you think that they have all of their stuff together?
Yes, they are all compliant. They paid their renewal fee. They have nothing against them on any complaints or anything.
Good enough for me.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. Okay, with that, I'll make a motion to approve 20-4 provisioning center. All in favor of the renewal of 20-4 application, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. So kitchen and bathroom hall estimates. I don't know if anyone's interested. So these were posted in the paper. It's been a long time, and sorry, I'm not quite jumping off with emotion on this. I kind of want to throw it out to the board. If you guys think we should repost this, because it has been posted in the past, but like I said, it's been a long time. Or if you think that we should just contact contractors to come out to give us estimates.
I think we should make a motion to repost just to cover our own behinds
Okay.
and not have it come back on us. So I'm gonna make a motion that we repost for, estimates. And then come back to this when we have a minimum of 3 estimates. Minimum we have to post.
Simple. I mean, usually it's a project like this, I'd at least go 2 weeks.
Yeah, for that. The only, Madam Chair, question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have a list of what you want done? So they're all gonna get the same list of contractors, so we're on the same page?
And that is what, and that's kind of what I think that left our board, previously was the apples to apples. So what type of countertops do we want to go with? Granite, Formica, counters. So I think there was a lot of measurements that were kind of off. So I will try to put together something a little more clear. I might reach out to you guys for, your thoughts on that. So maybe give me some direction.
With the help, so that we, at least we get the same, everyone's bidding the exact same stuff.
And I think that's what threw us off from progress last time. So we'll go ahead and get it posted out and then, we'll try to get some estimates brought back hopefully at the next meeting. So move forward with that. So we had a motion to repost the estimates for 2 weeks of the kitchen and bathroom hall. We had support by John Condon. All in favor of the posting, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, Thetford Township Board of Rules and Regs, I have been your guys' spot. I'm gonna make a motion that the board accept the Thetford Township Board Rules and Regulations for our 4-year term.
I'll support.
Thank you.
Okay, before we go further, I got something I want to say about it.
Uh-huh.
Can we get it updated to have, your signature and
Yep.
Stacy's signature on it? Because we're dealing with.
Yep, so it will, as soon as we pass this motion and adopt it, we'll sign off on the next version for the course of our 4-year term.
Okay. Why just so we're up to date?
Why is that necessary?
To adopt the board.
Well, no, I mean, just what was the,
Well, because it's got Gary's signature and.
Yeah, Gary and me.
Yeah,
I got
so
current.
he just wants a current board number.
makes sense.
Okay, let's go for a roll call vote on that one, please.
Gary,
Yes.
John,
Yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
Stacy, yes, Rachel.
Yeah. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, and we're at our last agenda item, Pat. I don't know if you want to grab a motion on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to, so all the trustees can get keys to at least that one employee door. So that we can come in and get our agendas after hours if we have to, because I work actually 2 hours away. So, I mean, unless you guys want me calling you, hey, let me in.
I'll support it. I'll support your motion. Discussion, Eric.
That's, I was,
Jeff.
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Tim. Stacy, any discussion? No? Okay. All in favor for the trustees to get, keys to the back employee door, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passed 7-0. Okay, and with that being said, brief public comment from the, residents, please.
Eugene Mansell, Lewis Road. I want to congratulate John for getting back on the board. And I would just like to say that I am a Democrat and John is the only, or I'm a Republican and John is the only Democrat that I voted for. I didn't do a straight ticket just because of John. I think he does a wonderful job for us. And I want to thank you guys for letting me get my feet wet in the BDA. And hopefully, Eric's not gonna be too rough on me. And I'd like to see you after, so you can explain to me a little bit what's going on with that, please. And thank you guys, are doing an okay job so far, and keep up the good work, and please keep the township in your hearts and try to do everything you guys believe in your heart is right for the township. Thank you.
Thank you.
First, I want to thank you for the renewal for the board of review and take time to thank Michelle Voorhees, who served for many years and leaving because she's moving out of the county, won't be eligible. And also to thank Don Lemon for the time that he put on the board of review. And I'm sad to see him leave. But I wish he would have stayed. I would hope that maybe the board would consider, we are allowed an alternate. And if Don would even consider being an alternate, I think it would be a plus. Because he went through the certification classes. I know he's still certified. And he'd be an asset for us also. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Congratulations, John. The only thing I have to say is when you do vote and you're voting on something, I wonder if the clerk could read back that
Motion?
right, because sometimes, today it was really easy to follow, but sometimes it isn't, and it's confusing, and I'm not just me, because I'm old, but so if you could do that, I think it'd make it easier for everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other question?
I'm not gonna get up like her. Oh, go ahead, sister. I'm sorry.
I would like to congratulate John. I think that's an excellent, we're gonna have good service board for our people. And that is what's most important. Not just, personal opinions or whatever. And that's primarily what I have. I've seen progress in the last 4 years so much with this township. I moved here since 1979. And I really hope this progress continues. I would like to help out in any way that I can. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.
Like I said,
Go ahead, Greg.
all right. Pat, congratulations.
I'm gonna say direct them over here.
Oh, I'm
Don't
sorry.
want to get in habit. Direct comments to the supervisor.
Oh, I just,
Sorry.
congratulations, Pat. Glad to see you here. Of course, Tim, I spoke with you earlier. The rest of the folks that were reelected, congratulations. John, glad to see you back. You guys have got a new start, a new board, a new year, a new president. Let's make it a good term.
Thank you, Greg. Anybody else?
I'm here.
Welcome.
Just kind of curious on what the ordinance is around here for nuisance or noise.
You know what, I believe it's 11 o'clock, but I can direct you to our phenomenal code enforcer. His name is Greg. He is right here. So if you're having issues, he loves complaints. Thanks, Greg.
It'll be a good way to talk to you, to give you all that.
And he can get you a copy too, or we can get you a copy of the township clerk's office of the actual ordinance.
Okay.
And kind of help you along the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Thetford, though.
Yes, welcome.
I've been here, but it's the
Oh.
first time here.
New to the meeting.
Anybody else? Okay, public comments, Eric. Sorry, board comments, Eric.
Well, I'd just like to congratulate, I'd like to echo some few congratulations here, again with Mary and her retirement. Joanne and her new appointment to the fire department. I'd also like to congratulate Jeff Boss and Leanne Pennington for their recognition. And I guess I'd also like to congratulate John as well. My sentiments were very much echoed by, our clerk Stacy down there. Thought that, it just seemed, it seemed logical for, it seemed like a logical choice. So with that, I want to thank everyone for coming out and, look forward to, working with this board and, doing right by the township. So thank everyone.
Tim? John?
Want to thank the board for giving me an opportunity to serve my last hurrah. So thank you for that. And then I have to give kudos. I think Mary left us, but she has been a huge asset to the fire authority. She has worked very closely with myself and the rest of the team there. I'm going to miss her being there. I'm looking forward to our future, but she was a tremendous asset to the fire authority. So
Thank you. Okay.
First off, I want to say congratulations, John. Even though I didn't vote for you, I'm glad to see you got back on. We have our 7-member board and we can all get along right now. Thank you everybody for coming out, and congratulations to all the people that got either reappointed or newly appointed. And let's make this shortest one we've had in several years. Have a good night.
Chris? I just want to congratulate everybody who got appointed, reappointed, and the same. I'd like to congratulate Mary again on her retirement. That's awesome. I think we had a great meeting. Congratulations to everybody up here for doing a great job. And thanks for coming out. Have a good night.
Thank you.
We want to thank everyone for pitching in and the new board members reaching out before the board to get the information they need. And congratulations to everybody. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you. And again, wow, full house. I love it. And I think we had an amazing meeting. I love seeing the residents in the crowd. Your feedback is welcome. Please don't forget about my budget workshop. Your input, your comments are definitely needed there. I definitely enjoyed our meeting tonight, and I do want to thank every one of you board members up here. I enjoyed it. The support, I enjoyed the discussion, the differences. It was peaceful, and the crowd, you guys were amazing tonight. So congratulations again to Mary, and congratulations to all my new appointments, and thank you again for your service that you did put in. And if you are interested, we can follow up on that. I have a good feeling. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and make a motion to adjourn. Thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion passed.
yeah, just give me the list of the kids. You condense it in. Thanks.
No hesitation, like
You guys have any? Oh, did you hear what they do?